Hey y'all, this is your K-pop auntie Carly, and this is Blackpink. Y'all have been lighting me up in the comments for this one, so thank you very much for all of the requests. Keep them coming so that I know which ones y'all want me to get to in what order. This is the MV. I had quite a few requests for reaction to the Tokyo Dome remix version of it, and I'm a little trigger shy on stuff that comes out of Japan because of everything that I react to. If something is going to be blocked, it's gonna come from Japan. Like, it's gonna be content that's coming out of Japan. So I'm a little trigger shy on that. Because I wind up having to put that stuff up over on Patreon because YouTube doesn't allow it. So I'll do a Tokyo Dome reaction at some point because there are multiple songs that y'all say I should react to them live in that venue. I'll get to it eventually. I just am a little hesitant to do it right now. Usual thing. I'm gonna go through the MV first. Plus, I want to see the MV. I want to see the MV because it's one of their MVs that has way over 1 billion views on it. So the MV itself must be banging. And then I don't need a lyrics version because there's lyrics, so I'll turn the captions on second time around to figure out what they're singing about. Because with a title like Kill This Love, it could go one of either way. It could be Kill This Love, like literally trying to kill this love. Like this is, or it could be Kill This Love as in if you are really awesome at something, you're killing it. You know, you're just killing it. So it could be they're just killing this love. So I don't know which way that's gonna go, or either way. Meh. Anyways, I'm really enjoying Blackpink so far. We'll see if this is another one that I thoroughly enjoy. I think that'll be good on volume. This is Little Miss and this is Race, by the way. They're gonna start showing up in videos more. It's getting cold. Sounds very epic. Got my stank face out right away, sorry. I like those kind of drops where you go from just that you got this pompous opening with horns and you just bring it down to this deep bass drop, like I like that bass. Quite the thingy. You didn't even kill this vibe. Kill this love vibes. Is that Lara Croft Tomb Raider? With a ponytail and all. Tongue roll. Bra.
He said, you look crazy, thank you, baby. I'll eat all to you. I'm me all messed up. His love is my favorite, but you plus me sadly can be dangerous. Lucky me, lucky you. 결국엔 거짓말 we lie. So what? 만약에 내가 널 지우게 된다면 so sorry. I'm not sorry. 나 어떡해? 나가 날 견딜 수 없어.
Wedding dress? Crap. like the drum roll. With the marching band and everything. Sudden ending, sudden ending. All right. Huh. That one was a little bit different. It's not my favorite. It's probably, like, I've only listened to, 3 of their songs so far. And it's not that I don't like it, it's just probably the 4th that I like so far. Like I said, I really like that, like, deep, resonating bass, that sounds in there. I like the horns. It sounded like a trombone going off in the end there. I'm gonna have to dig into the lyrics here and see what they are singing about, because it doesn't. I mean, they were like running down each other with cars and stuff. So I'm not entirely sure what the lyrics are gonna be about, because it did seem. I don't know. It seemed at times like it could be either meaning that I mentioned at the beginning there. I don't know, but yeah, musically, it's like middle range for me, honestly, as far as the kind of music that I personally enjoy. It's right about middle range. Like, I'm not sure if I would playlist it or not. We'll see if it grows on me the second time around. Definitely love this sound, though. I like noisy music. No apologies. After a sweet high, there's always a bitter bye. So we're definitely going with a pessimistic view of things. I just finished listening to Super Junior's This Is Love and Evanescence combined. And yeah, Evanescence is definitely a song that was written from the point of view of a broken-hearted dude, about how just love is... It's transient. Love ends. And this reminds me of that. After a sweet high, which can be either a sweet high or a sweet, like, high, like a endorphins, emotional high. There's always a bitter bye, which just doesn't have to be the case. Just like love doesn't have to end in the Evanescence song. Like, this doesn't have to happen. But I'm guessing the story that they're telling here is that for this person in particular in the story, it does. There's always a bitter bye after a sweet high. Let me turn it down a second while I try to read over top of it. After every crazy high, there's a price you have to pay. Which is exactly that also is kind of from another song that I listened to. Was that an Evanescence that we're paying the price now? After every crazy high, there's a price you have to pay. Like, you coming down off of that high is then crashing on the bottom is the price that you're paying. I'm taking it. There's no answer to this test. I'll always fall for it. Yes. Well, that's the answer. I like they say there's no answer to this test, but they have yes at the end of that line. I'm always going to fall for it. I'm always going to kind of like fall in love, and I'm always going to have that high and hit the low. I'm a slave to my emotions. Screw this heartless love. Ouch. And then we get into this room with all these like sweet cereals. Here I come, kicking the door. Give me the strongest one. So obvious, that love. Give me more, give me some more. Cling onto the edge of the cliff if you want. With just one word, you're like starstruck again. That warm, nervous feeling, extreme excitement. So that's kind of like the story of falling in love rather quickly. Like, it was just with one word, give me some more. Cling onto the edge of the cliff if you want. With just one word, you're like a starstruck again. It's kind of like saying I fall in love easy. Like, I'm a slave to my emotions, and it's like, boom, I'm in love again. The warm, nervous feeling, extreme excitement, felt like heaven, but you might not get in it. See, you might not get in it, meaning you might not get into heaven. You just get the feeling of heaven. Look at me, look at you. Who will be in more pain? And Look at Me, Look at You is from the other song as well. It must sound familiar. I said at one point during the previous reaction that like Look at Me, Look at You sounded familiar, and apparently it's from more than one song. Look at Me, Look at You, who's gonna be more heartbroken with this breakup? This kind of insinuating like, I'm gonna be okay, you're not. It's like, ouch. Like, you smart, like who? You are. If you cry tears of blood from both eyes. So sorry, like who? You are. What should I do? I can't stand myself being so weak. Interesting. So they don't like that. Like in the story they're telling that they don't like that about themselves. They don't like that they fall in love so easily. Will I force myself to cover my eyes? I need to bring an end to this love. Okay, so it is killing this love. Let's kill this love. Major Laura Croft vibes. Feeling like a sinner. I'm so fire with him. I go boo-hoo. It's so fire with him. I go boo-hoo. I'm guessing that means the so fire with him means like it's burns hot. The passion burns hot with him. He said, "You look crazy." Thank you, baby. I owe it all to you. Got me all messed up. Yeah, you look crazy, not being a compliment, I take it. Like, you look crazy good. No, like, you look crazy. It's like, thanks, I owe it all to you. It's like, oh, alright. His love is my favorite. I don't know if that's supposed to mean, like, because they have this story that they're telling that they fall in love, like the character in this song falls in love so easy. So by saying that his love is my favorite, is that just like transferring from one to the next to the next to the next, or are they actually singing about one person? But you plus me sadly can be dangerous, because it kind of feels like they're talking about falling in love a bunch, right? And like having this deep, strong, passionate feeling over and over again. But that kind of fits into like saying, well, his love's my favorite. Like his, like this one, this is hot, this is good, this is passionate. But that's just continuing to happen over and over and over again. Lucky me, lucky you. Oh, I like that phonetic play where you have look at me, look at you, lucky me, lucky you. I like that. That was very cool. After all, in the end, we lie. The four-leaf clover. Is that must be like a universal thing then? Like the four-leaf clover being a sign of luck. So what? So what? If I end up forgetting you, so sorry. I'm not sorry. What should I do? I can't stand myself being so weak. Will I force myself to hide my tears? I need to bring an end to this love. It's actually kind of like marching band sound with the drums and the horns. I like that they're bait for a trap. Like, that's very predatory imagery right there. That, We all commit to love that makes you cry. Truth. Yes. Yes. That's, we absolutely all do that. There's like these little kernels in there. We all commit to truth, to love that makes you cry. We're all making love that kills you inside. And it's like, it's a grand scale of things, by the way. And like even those lines, there's like we gotta kill this love. Like there is. I feel like they're talking about the toxic kind of love, this really transitory love where it's like you love this person, you're just fall in love so easy. in all reality, though, it's like those words, anybody can relate to those words, like as far as just love in general, because we all absolutely commit to a love that makes you cry. Like, I say it in so many videos. I have been married for almost 15 years now. And if you have been married for 15 years and your spouse has never made you cry, like, I don't know what you talk about. It's, it just, it's, you intertwine your life so much. And even that line, again, if you've been married for almost 15 years and you've never had a day where your spouse has done something that kills you inside a little bit, it's like, you're not extremely, I can't say that you're not, because I'm sure that there are people who are married for a long time that have never done anything to each other that, hurts one another to the point of feeling like you're dying inside a little bit. But if you stay together for a long period of time, that happens. Like, that totally happens. And that is like one of the keys of staying married for a long time, is not putting your middle finger up to the person and saying, screw you, I'm going somewhere else. It's like, because this happens. Like, this is part of being in love and sharing your life so intricately with somebody, is you're going to have those pains. And unfortunately, if you just kill that love, then you wouldn't stay married. Like, nobody would stay married. One of the keys of staying married is working through it and coming out the other side with a healthier love than you had before, because you're able to grow as an individual and as a couple. This is not a marriage seminar. Moving on. Yeah, it's sad but true. Gotta kill this love before it kills you too. Which I do agree when it comes to the toxic stuff that they are talking about. Like, they're not talking about the stuff that I was, where you gotta, like, stick with it even when somebody hurts you. When you're in those early throes of love and you know that you have the capacity to fall in love quick and fall out of love and be like, look at me, look at you. Like, who's going to be more hurt here? And I know that I'm weak in my emotions. I'm a slave to my emotions. Like, there's that toxic love where you just got to be like, okay, this is not a good situation for me to be in. I need to, like, figure out how to get out of this cycle, and actually get into a healthy relationship. I think that's the message that I know that they're giving there, which is one of the fun things about music, though, that, I know what message they're giving in this is to get out of that toxic stuff, to kill that kind of love where you're just, like, obsessed and into it. And I saw the graffiti that they were on the wall that they were on before about, like, leave lust was one of them, where it's not, is it love or is it lust? That's one of the questions that people pose. Are you really in love, or are you just in lust? Like, is it just this passionate physical thing? But at the same time, I can, because it's music, and when good lyrics come around, you can be like me, whereas, like, yeah, I'm not that person who has that toxic love that's, like, I just fall in love really easy, and I'm, like, giving back, and, yeah, whatever, I'm in love here, I'm in love there. I'm not that kind of person. Never have been. But even now that I am older, I can get little snippets out of this song and really relate to it, even if it's not what they originally intended. It's a beautiful thing about art. Like, even stuff that the artist didn't necessarily write the song about, I can kind of still relate to it a little bit. Wonderful thing about art. Anyways, keep recommending songs to me, because I definitely want to expose myself to more Blackpink. This one, I really liked and I noticed that with bringing out the marching band, they were kind of going for that marching band sound with the rat-a-tat-tat of the drums and the horns and everything, and I really liked that part of the musical arrangement, so that was the high point for me. Overall, I'm still, like, right here on the song itself, so I'm interested in more. I think do 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 is the next one up. And oh, I almost forgot Yasmin. Thank you, Yasmin, for being one of the individuals to recommend this song. I think do 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 it has the most votes. So we'll see if that one stays on top with y'all's comments on what songs you want me to react to next. In the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful day.